The Thunderbirds and the Eagles. And
it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
At the 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
They go play action here on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On third down, it's McGee. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Samuel. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now 2nd and 9. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock. 2nd and 10
2nd and 10. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Number 81, a 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Eagles.
Now back to throw. And he lost the football.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 34-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Over the middle, it's complete. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
2nd and 16.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go to Johnson again. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. from 8 yards out.
And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away from drawing level.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Out of the gun, it's going to be Samuel with a run.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
The Thunderbirds offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as they look to add to him with another drive here.
Give him 18 on the play.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown Brown. And his guys are going to take the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The tight end in motion right. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And this one, a one-point game at halftime. Kevin White, a good game there. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are out in front in that one. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is down at the 48, a pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Glover. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll look to throw here. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll give it to Samuel.
Bust through the tackle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd and 2. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
They run the counter. It's McGee. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Brings up third down.
Now a give, right side. Glover. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Second down and inches. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Back to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's Samuel, caught left side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Up the middle they go. McGee, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage. The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McGee. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Now a handoff up the middle. McGee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. This is 1st and 10. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here's 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Louisville,
it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles,
this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left.
And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charlie.